Welcome back to the Stovetop. In my Cocktails with Squib video series, I review a lot of products from Traverse City Whiskey Company, and I haven't been disappointed with anything from them so far. Now, this is not a cocktail video. This is a coffee review, and I'll explain why. Recently, I was in Traverse City, and I decided to stop by their Stillhouse cocktail bar and do a little shopping. I picked up some glasses like these, and I picked up their classic old-fashioned cocktail mix. But also, while I was there, I grabbed a bag of their Stillhouse blend coffee. I'm very interested to try this out. And what I can tell you about the coffee is that it's aged in 10-year-old used bourbon barrels. It's considered a medium roast. And this 12-ounce bag costs $18. So, let me get it open, and I'll tell you what I think of it. Alright, it's got the little tab here on the side. Let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. There we go. Kind of some light and dark beans. Can't quite place the smell of the beans. Let me get these in a grinder and I'll get some coffee brewed up. As usual, I'm brewing the coffee with reverse osmosis purified drinking water. I've also rinsed the filter with the same water, and Mr. Coffee is on the stronger of the two settings. While we're waiting for the coffee to brew, I thought I would explain that Traverse City Whiskey Company alcohol is only available for sale at stores. So in my area, it would be a local party store, obviously the store in downtown Traverse City at their Stillhouse cocktail bar, and they do have an outlet store in a suburb of Detroit. Otherwise, your best bet outside of Michigan to find this is at the Meijer grocery store chain. They do carry it. But these other products, like these glasses, the coffee, the cocktail cherries, the hand sanitizer in different size containers, and their simple syrup, which is different than your normal simple syrup. I really like this stuff. I highly recommend this. And other products like clothing items are available for sale to ship directly to your home on their online store. So I will include a link to that in the description section below. Alright, let's pour the first cup. Now, Traverse City Whiskey Company also offers coffee mugs for sale, and I didn't pick one up while I was at the store. But I do have a coffee mug a friend got me from the Great Wolf Lodge, which is a resort up in Traverse City, Michigan, that you could take the family to. It's kind of got a water park in it, I think, and some things like that. Alright, I'm trying to give the coffee a little bit of time to cool here. Let me smell it. I'm not getting anything distinct off of it. It's a little... It's not bitter. It's kind of different. I don't want to call it earthy. It's kind of, let's see if they've got some sort of descriptive adjective here that I can borrow. No, they don't. It's not bitter. It's, I don't know, it's just something, it's different. I'm going to have a couple cups of this and try to come up with a descriptive adjective to describe it or something here. It's not bad. As I drink it, I'm starting to smell it a little bit more. It's got a distinct aroma. It must be from being in the bourbon barrels. It's not sweet like bourbon. It doesn't smell like alcohol at all. It's I'll get back to you. While enjoying my coffee, I decided to go online and try to do a little research about the oak barrels that are used when you're making whiskey, and it's really complicated. So I decided to maybe go another route and look into oak roasting coffee beans. And I found a phrase that describes this coffee: rich and smooth without a trace of harsh acidity. This coffee is not bitter. It's a different taste. It's not bad at all. I really like it. And I will say this, as the coffee got cold, as I was sipping it, I kind of let it set a little too long and it got cold. And with other coffees, once it gets cold, it starts getting really bitter. This is still smooth, even when it cools down. So I would recommend this to somebody who wanted something a little bit different. Definitely something that is not harsh. There's no bitterness. There's no acidity. And it's just something different. It's good. I'll be buying more of this. So you might be wondering, it's Traverse City Whiskey Company coffee. Are you going to put some Traverse City Whiskey Company whiskey in it? Well, you know, Patriot in the Dark, he's the guy who started the whole Cocktails with Squib series. He's the guy who gave me the inspiration to do it because I was doing coffee reviews inspired by Travis P11. And he wanted to know if I ever put alcohol in my coffee. So for a video, I went ahead and I put some bourbon in my coffee. I typically just don't put alcohol in coffee. They just really don't mix. However, that inspired me to start doing my alcohol reviews and my amateur bartending, my amateur cocktail videos. So for the purposes of consistency, I suppose I should try this with some bourbon in it. Although it's good just the way it is. So let me just add a little bit more coffee to it to heat it up some. Let me get a shot glass. I'll be right back. Alright, it's only appropriate that I use my new Traverse City Whiskey Company shot glass. So let's go ahead and break the seal here. I'm not going to pour quite a whole shot. So this is about 3/4, 2/3 of an ounce of bourbon. Oh, what the heck. It's almost noon. We'll make it a full ounce. Alright, here we go. I think it needs to be stirred in a little bit. With an ounce of bourbon in there, the bourbon taste kind of overwhelms the coffee at first, but then on the backside they kind of come together and it complements it. It's actually not bad. When you bring it up to your nose, you can smell the alcohol, and it adds something to it. Yeah, they kind of come together on the backside. So it's actually not bad. I suppose if you wanted to put some whiskey in your coffee, this coffee and this whiskey kind of go together really well. It's probably because they're aged in the same casks. So that's different. Yeah, that's different. So there you go. Traverse City Whiskey Company Stillhouse blend. This stuff is smooth, it's not acidic, and it's just a different kind of taste. It'll complement Traverse City Whiskey Company bourbon. And I'm really glad that I picked it up. I will be getting more of this. Thanks for watching.